Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in another plant video. My name is April and today we're going to be talking about my new favorite plant. It's called the Pudica Mimosa, or the sensitive plant. I don't care what its name is, it's the coolest plant I've ever had. That is so cool. I actually grew them from seeds that I bought on Amazon. I think I looked into this plant and I saw it one night on Etsy, and I've been wanting to get more into growing plants from a seed rather than buying the full plant. One, because it's cheaper, and two, because who doesn't want to see a plant grow from a seed? It's literally been the coolest thing ever. I actually have a few of these containers with the Pudica Mimosa. These as well. I'm going to be transplanting them from these containers because I clearly put way too many seeds. I have some fresh LECA in my kitchen sink we're going to be using as well, and let's get into it. But first, I just wanted to let you know that I bought the seeds off of Amazon. I think they were about $5 to $10, I can't remember. When you buy the seeds, they come in this little package that have the directions on the back, and the directions let me know to soak the seeds for 24 hours in boiling water and then sow them. I decided to sow them in LECA, and what I did was I took a container. I can use this for an example since we're going to be transplanting one of them. I took a jar kind of like this, and then I ripped up or unraveled a cotton ball, well, several cotton balls, and I laid them in a thin layer on top of the LECA. I placed the seeds in there. I scattered them a little bit. I obviously didn't do that good of a job with scattering the seeds. Well, I just put too many really. But then I placed another light layer of LECA on top, and I sat them in a windowsill for about a week before I started seeing progress. Since we already have this one halfway filled, and I just love round glass containers for LECA plants. They're just so cute. I am gonna put on gloves. There was a fungus gnat in there and I'm not dealing with bugs. I literally got chased by a hornet and some weird scary looking black bug yesterday in my house, and it was the worst day ever. Literally the worst day. Kind of just over bugs right now. I'm over summer. Okay, so which container do we want to dig in first? I don't know how I'm gonna transplant these. You can see the layer of cotton there, but it looks like the roots grew right through the cotton. I didn't really think that was gonna happen, but it did, and now we can deal with it. Oh my gosh, I didn't really think about how I was gonna do this. I guess we're gonna try to get the top layer of LECA off and see how that goes, I guess. My God, you guys are gonna freaking die when you see this. Was this even a good idea? Guys, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Ew, it kind of smells weird. Ew, why does it smell like that?
That smell, the kind of smelly smell. The smelly smell that smells smelly.
I guess that's the smell of rotting. I don't even know what that smell is. It smells like, I don't even know. It just smells terrible. And I just pulled the first root out. This is what the first little plant looks like, and there are a lot of these little things. I think I'm gonna just try to pull all of these out because this is what happened when I pulled one out. Let's get started on these millions of sprouts. It'll be easy to get the little thingies, get the little sprouts with my nails, so I'll be right back.
One eternity later.
That was a lot of work. Honestly, I would not recommend adding cotton. It was really hard to pull the roots through the cotton without breaking them, and it wasn't really easy to break the cotton apart to get the roots out. And I would also recommend don't plant this many seeds. Like, why did I do that? What I would also recommend is getting smaller LECA than the standard LECA that comes with all different shapes and sizes. I feel like with the smaller LECA, it would be a lot easier to do what I'm trying to do right now, which is add these sprouts into the spaces between the LECA. I mean, it's not that bad, but this is very tedious right now, and I think it's because the roots are still very delicate. But I think I also just got way too excited about having this plant, and having it become an established plant, then I'm clearly transplanting them too early. So my solution to that is to only transplant the container. My plan is to only transplant this one today. And I'm gonna wait for this container and the other ones to get more established before I mess with the root system. If you know what LECA looks like, then you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm fitting the roots between these spaces. And the reason why I decided not to transplant the other ones is because I think it's gonna be easier once the roots get more established and they're a lot stronger. These are still really dainty little roots, but I'm still gonna do the best I can to fit these little things in here. I posted this plant in a plant page last week, and everyone's like, why did you use the cotton balls? Why did you use the cotton balls? And in my mind, I thought it was going to help the seeds from falling all the way to the bottom of the LECA, which they did help in that manner, but they're not helping me now. That could be because the roots are still very sensitive, so I am gonna do an update on this eventually when these roots get a lot more established. Still really fine, dainty roots. So I'm gonna let this get more established. I'm just so concerned because this is so many seeds. Like, it really is so many seeds. I know it's gonna be easier to pull them apart when the roots are a lot bigger, or maybe it'll be more difficult. I really don't know. It's all an experiment for me right now. I never even had this plant, but I know it does like as much sun as you can give it. So put it in the brightest spot of your house. I do keep these in windowsills right now. I know they're probably gonna outgrow them eventually, but for right now, that's where they're going. And I'm going to continue to put the sprouts into their new home. Oh my God, this is just becoming a mess, honestly. Oh God. What have I done? It's gonna help me right now. You guys truly only knew how long that just took, but I did successfully transfer some cuttings into this little jar. It's very cute. Sometimes I get really excited and I do things too soon with my plants, like transfer cuttings into LECA. Like transfer my cuttings into LECA prematurely. I've never grown a houseplant with seeds, so this is all trial and error. I said don't use cotton balls. Try not to fertilize as much as I did because it did start smelling weird. Use smaller LECA because maybe the seeds won't fall through. Someone did recommend that to me in a plant page, but that was after I already rooted them in this mess. And wait to transplant them. It could be very exciting to watch your plants come up and just want to get them into their permanent home like I did, but clearly that did not work as well as I wanted it to. I am happy with this. The cuttings are all droopy. They're all droopy right now, but I'm gonna put a pretty high water level since you guys saw the roots are pretty small. Here goes a root on the side. You can probably see. Pretty tiny roots, so we're gonna keep the water level pretty high up. But other than that, it's such a fun plant. I can't wait to have a bunch of these in my house just moving around every time I touch them. This is one of the many projects with plants I have going right now that I'm really excited about. There's probably still way too many cuttings in here, but I kind of don't care at this point. I'm just so sad because I really wanted to have like these big sprouts in here, but I do have to wait. Clearly I have to wait. If you did enjoy this little video about my Pudica mimosa plant, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, bye.